How can I be sure I'll not find your unconscious body in the house again?
I promise you, you'll not find my unconscious body.
For God's sake, how can you say such a thing?
How can you refuse to listen? I tried to warn you for so long.
No, I won't let my only son die. You promised me you'll stay alive.
Your son lied to you, like the whole world lies to us.
It seems the Priwen are redoubling their patrols in the district. I must be more careful.
Watch out! Murderous bastard!
Die, vermin!
Watch yourselves! He's one of them! Fuck his fast!
Crush the leech, boys!
He's dead!
Opium is one of the main ingredients of Strickland's medication. Never a good move.
to what the idiot had to say first.
Good evening, sir.
Who the fuck are you? Don't you see I'm busy here?
Dr. Jonathan Reed, that's who I am. And who are you?
Ah, some fancy gentleman we've got here. Clear off. We don't want strangers on our streets.
So you won't tell me your name, then?
The name is Booth Digby. Maybe I'll ask my boys to break one or two of your bones, just so you remember it.
I know you're looking for an honest job, Booth. You're tired of this criminal life, aren't you?
It's just an idea. Edwina loves to run things so much. You can never really leave the gang. Wet boys for life, you know?
I know you're looking... Are you some kind of vigilante?
Something like that, but the police aren't in charge here.
So, tell me about your
What? Have you got a death wish?
Well, yes. You seem so...
Oi! I'm the boss, all.
So you're a... I saw...
I could kill you for saying that.
What can you...
Things ain't...
Well, you're not doing it...
Yeah, well...
More efficient... Do you need medical help, sir?
I feel fine, Dr. Reed.
Do you know where I can find Sean Hampton? I need to talk to him.
The sad saint. Why on earth do you want to talk to him?
He was one of my patients at the Pembroke Hospital.
Oh, yeah. I heard the poor bastard had been abducted by some cunt. You better ask Tom Watts. He knows Sean Hampton well.
Goodbye, Mr. Digby. Good evening, miss. I am Dr. Reed. May I ask you a few questions?
Who are you? What do you want?
As I just told you, I'm a doctor. From the Pembroke Hospital, actually.
The Pembroke Hospital, you say? I don't have any money for you leeches.
I'm not here for charity, Miss...
Miss Edwina Cox. So what do you want then? Fancy buying something from me, maybe?
Ooh, Digby looks at you with love-struck eyes. Tell me, Edwina, is the feeling mutual?
You have no idea how refreshing it can be for a woman to receive all the pleasure she needs. For once.
I'll take your word for it.
What is it, Doctor? A woman's not supposed to talk about these things.
I'm not that easily shocked, Miss Cox. You can speak freely about your lover if you so wish.
The poor bastard is good to me, if you must know. He makes me feel good. And that's a first.
So you're just like any other couple, after all, are you not?
Yeah, we're so ordinary that I'd put a bullet in his head if he ever cheated on me.
What can you tell me about your
I'm a businesswoman. I buy and sell things.
gang member and shop?
If you're interested, I may find...
I'm not interested.
Fair enough.
Since my return from the...
That's exactly what that
You're quite blunt.
I like people who...
What can you tell?
You can't trust anyone around.
You sound like you're
Take the gravediggers of Southwark.
looting corpses in a map.
Whatever. Hey,
Really? Don't you think that's a little...
bastards. All...
You still use your husband's name, Edwina. Why is that?
Why shouldn't I? Maybe a bloody...
Are you aware of what...
Yes. I'm sure he...
I'm looking for Mr. Sean...
The sad saint?
Yes, he was.
You don't say. Well, I suppose it's...
Can I see what...
As long as you have money. Pleasure, sir. Been a while since we've seen any new faces round here.
Mark my words, miss. These
Good evening,
murders
sir.
are the work
Don't you
of a
recognize me?
Don't take it personally.
Yes, you...
I'm Dyson Delaney.
Inebriation aside,
Yes.
take this, then. And perhaps you could try to slow down the alcohol intake, too.
Hey, Doc, you don't really want me to stop the only remedy?
sewer. What's it look like?
Surely you must have had
Sure.
Monster with daggers.
Do you really
No.
He comes of the sun.
Sounds like...
No.
Claiming innocence, then vanishes.
I want to know more.
I'm still an anarchist.
By night,
Do you believe...
I do not believe him.
your sewer dog.
Do you still see your
No.
He's the kind of prey I hunt, Billy.
I'm looking for...
I really don't know. I heard
Who could tell me?
about a sad saint.
What do you do? Don't you...
I'd love to.
Why do you drink?
Maybe it's...
You sound...
I speak.
Is there anything in particular?
How dare you say such a...
Why are you so...
Cynicism is the polite...
No reason at all.
Let me tell...
Another time, perhaps. Is there any... No reason...
Let me tell you,
All right.
a few years ago,
What kind of tragedy?
it was a bomb.
You lost people.
I've lost everything.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Is there anything...
How dare you?
Goodbye, Mr. Delaney.
Good evening, sir. Have you witnessed any suspicious activity or
And what do you define as...
My name is Ichabod.
A vampire hunter?
I know what you're thinking.
Mr. Throgmorton.
A man of science.
Have you heard of...
Of course.
So you...
Vampires.
Were you...
I did think.
What can you tell me?
Did you hear about what happened to Jack?
It's impossible to protect...
But it's my duty. I am.
So,
I patrol late at night.
how do you identify...
It's simple, really.
Have you ever...
Of course I have.
Can I help in any way? Are you asking...
If you wouldn't mind.
I'm looking for...
The sad.
Really?
It's nothing.
Maybe at least...
Tell you what.
I could make...
All I will.
Goodbye. And good hunting, Mr. Throgmorton.
Boy. Cursed or not, he's just another
He didn't
lost
deserve
orphan.
this.
It's a good...
Good evening, Tom. You remember me?
Of course I do. You're that man.
Thank you for your hospitality.
I'm still Tom.
Sabrina seems very fond.
I like her too.
What is bothering you?
Sabrina is an angry one.
What can you tell?
That's not...
Who? How is it?
Well, since
You're some...
I'm only...
I see.
Or some...
Since... How could a... Doctors...
Oh, thank you.
Tom, I need...
I heard that.
I believe he returned to his flock.
Oh, I bet you're right.
Please, tell me.
Well, I don't like to gossip, but I heard that the...
The important thing...
Why not try...
Where is it? The Where is it? Goodbye, Mr. Watts.
Are they stupid?
It's a good thing you can
Evening.
Well, I know.
I'm much...
Welcome back to...
Sabrina, tell me...
I love Tom.
Does Tom...
Yeah, but he's all...
Who's mocking...
I mean, we're always together.
Excuse me.
Some involved.
I'm sorry.
Nosy.
Believe me.
If that's...
This place...
We get people of...
Your boss...
Yeah,
So this...
yeah.
What can you tell...
People don't...
You look...
This is a bad...
I have nothing to fear from the people.
Yeah, I'm a brave woman myself, Dr. Reed, but I...
Miss Cavendish,
You better ask Tom, sir.
why not answer me directly?
We respect the privacy of our customers, yes.
Goodbye, Miss Cavendish.
Not long ago.
Times like these, a good drink's just as likely to cause a problem as to solve one.
Good evening, Mr. Delaney.
What? Oh, you're that doctor.
Goodbye, Mr. Delaney.
Shut the turquoise. Times like these, a good drink's just as likely to cause a problem as to...
It's locked, all right.
I should have offered a drink to the boy. Be he cursed or not, he's just another lost orphan.
Leech spotted! Watch out, boys!
Another disgusting wounded with no think. A freaking vampire.
But whatever did this carefully.
Seems like the guard at the Pre-One is on Sean Hampton's trail, too.
It's time! Killing's all you deserve!
The wounds on this corpse are deep, the result of rabid rage. If this is Sean's doing, he's become a murderous beast.
Stupid thing! Fuck, he's dead!
Good evening.
Rest assured. None taken, sir.
Young man,
I'm perfectly...
why not try?
There's always
There is no shame in...
I don't feel okay with that.
Let me be frank.
Who the hell...
I meant no
And what should I do then?
What can you tell me about...
Not really.
How interesting.
Jack! Rumour has it...
Tell me about this.
The poor woman's mad or...
I'm looking...
He's a caretaker.
Something like that.
Sorry.
Show me what you have to...
I know I've got something that'll strike your fancy. If not, I'll find you something.
Good evening, miss. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. May I come in?
I already took my medication, Doctor. But thank you.
I'm sorry. Your medication? Have we met before?
Don't tease me like that, Jack. Sorry, what?
I think I should come in, miss. I'd like to check if everything is okay, what with the epidemic spreading across London.
An epidemic, you say? How terrible. I had no idea. But where are my manners? Please do come in, Doctor. You are a doctor, yes?
Are you certain you're not lost, sir?
So,
I told you.
of course I do.
Do you require...
I'm glad.
I'll see you later. What can you...
Oh,
Is...
my son.
Who are the...
Well,
I'm looking...
Sean Hamp.
Goodbye, Miss Gillingham.
Stranger to these.
Good evening, miss. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed.
Good evening, sir.
Have we met before?
No, but I just...
That's quite judgmental.
Sir,
You speak of...
you better.
Isn't...
A few no...
What really happened?
I drank
You lost...
those baths.
May I ask?
I'm killing...
Why?
Course up.
As I...
Oh,
What can you tell me?
tell you what.
You don't know me, miss...
You...
You're right. I have never suffered.
I really doubt...
If you have something to say...
Oh.
I'm looking for Sean...
What is it you want? Does he owe you money?
Well, I'll leave you for now. Goodbye, Miss Paxton. It's locked. It's locked, all right.
You again? What do you...
Well, I'll leave... Good evening, miss.
A fancy doctor lurking at night.
And what about you?
You want to know my secret?
Is it not day...
As long as I have
Are you home?
Mr. Hampton.
What can you...
It's just the nick.
What can you tell...
It may be a...
Which...
Well,
Well, I am...
glad to hear that.
You really...
No.
I'm looking for Sean Hampton.
Mr. Hampton must be in his office at the night asylum he manages.
He was a patient of mine.
I see. Well, Mr. Hampton is...
Goodbye, Miss Paxton.
Come now, Lottie. There's still much work to do.
Why the long face, Doctor?
How dare you welcome me as if everything is the same? We both know things have changed a lot, don't we?
I'm still me in here. Just more alive, as a Skal. It's a new beginning, Doctor.
Since you left Pembroke, the amount of blood that has been shed, it's hard to believe you, Sean.
Ask what you will. As the Lord is my shepherd, I will not speak a lie to you.
Why return here?
This is my home. These people are my flock. You will always find me where I am needed.
Wonders never cease. Scal managing an asylum.
And what of you? A vampire doctor?
And what about William Bishop? He tried to take care of you. But this hunger...
Alas, poor William. He had a good soul.
Aren't you afraid of...
We are blessed, Doctor.
But you must drink blood now to...
No, not your scripture. Who's...
Do you think this is a blessing when God's own...
If that is your burden, Doctor...
Why did you kill Miss Jones at the Pembroke Hospital?
Killed old Harriet? You must be mad, Doctor. Why...
But you were...
Of course.
So you...
Though Harriet...
People have been...
Have a little...
How do you plan...
Take this...
I will not look kindly on you if you're trying to trick me.
I'll be here when you return. If you still think I'm a threat then, well, I'll surrender myself to your judgment.
You! Blackbird in the Fuck, it's fast! I hate leeches! Send you back to the bloody grave! Bloody leech!
This could be the public house Giselle Paxton mentioned. I should investigate
They're
further.
lively! He's up to us!
It's locked. So that's it. These wheels control the water level. That gate should shut properly now.
I can't believe I'm doing this.
These maggots have escaped the wrath of Ascalon for too long. It is time to purge the sewers of their filth.
You again! The one they call the sewer dog.
Hold your tongue, newborn, or I'll crush you like a maggot.
You've let the beast consume you.
Finally! A touch of lucidity. Learn to respect the laws of Ascalon. I shall tear them apart and spill my blood to the pissing wells! And thine shall be a fair...
At least one skull escaped Fergal's wrath. The poor creature is bleeding to death. He cannot be far. How could he have made it this far? There's blood everywhere.
The final hour come, Ascalon. They found us.
No. Safe we are, still. Drink now.
Bless you, Bridget.
This isn't the blood of a vampire, but it will quench your thirst. This is our domain, not yours. You've been warned.
Wait, I saved you from this creature. That must count for something.
Thank you. Now go. Go back to the streets and houses. There is no love lost between us, Vampire. But thank you.
Sean Hampton sent me here. I believe he wanted me to find you. Who are you?
If you must know, they call me Old Bridget. And this shelter is where we live.
I'm Jonathan Reed. I'm a newborn Egon. I'm afraid I'm not sure what's going on.
I shall not bend a knee, young Ekon, but I sense your pain. Ask, and I will afford you my attention.
Why was that creature after you?
Fergal is the blunt instrument of the Ascalon Club.
What the hell was that?
They are known as Volkov.
What of this
Vampire Society's elite in the Empire. They make...
So is it you that Sean...
Perhaps. The sad saint was always...
Sean is a Skal. All those I've encountered...
Maybe because he is the sad saint.
Sean killed a patient of mine.
If you refer to Harriet, she is now...
Harriet Jones is alive. That's...
No. Harriet is...
I don't understand.
She is filled with bile and hate. Her mind is...
Thank you.
Eternal gratitude for your protection, Master. Old Bridget says you are one to trust.
Ascalon has stalked us for ages upon ages.
Hello, Harriet. Do you recognize me?
Yes, you were from the Pembroke...
I have so many questions I need to ask you, Harriet.
I love questions.
How do you feel?
I can't see.
Have you tried to eat?
People here tried to...
Does the pain...
It is not pain.
Why did you come?
And why not? This is where...
So you desire...
Yes, I'm with my own...
Will you respect old Bridget?
Bridget is kind. She...
Your room.
To see it...
Why flee with Sean?
Oh, it's always a...
Do you take pleasure in...
Nobody gave a...
I have a question of the utmost...
Questions.
Do you remember what you did after leaving the hospital?
First, a question for...
Very well, then.
Are you like me?
We are not dead, Harriet.
I like what I am.
I know you fled the hospital with Sean Hampton.
I will not lie. I wanted blood.
Who was that man?
He used to be my landlord.
You sought vengeance by your own hand.
I don't lie.
Shadows?
The shadows. They heard me.
And these shadows, this presence,
It spoke only.
what makes you
It whispered your name, Doctor.
questions about me?
Nothing, Doctor. I said no.
Have you found the answers you were looking for, young Ekon?
There is too much left unanswered.
Get to know us. Spend time with us. And
Why do you...
live
What are you...
from the guilt.
Why don't you...
We are the sewer skulls.
For how...
Skulls have been...
Where did you hide before this?
We claimed...
Your diction.
True.
Can I...
We asked.
You were what?
It is a
What manner of...
I really don't know. I'm
What is a skull in...
the progeny of a vampire. Disavow...
You mentioned that vampire blood has...
The vampire.
I thank you for your time,
Your kindness has been ample payment.
Thank you, old Bridget. I hope we'll meet again. Are you all right, sir?
I could ask you the same question.
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed.
Oh, really? Well,
I beg your pardon.
I said go.
Rodney?
Yes, I did.
Then why did you...
That arsehole always mocked me for the colour of my skin. He...
Whatever you've done, you
just wanted to teach him a lesson.
Believe me, Rodney, you won't survive here.
I'll go back to the docks then. But if I...
I cannot enter.
You're spared, didn't I? Eternal gratitude for your protection, Master.
We're at your mercy. Will you end us?
The vampire hunters will never find us here.
It's locked.
Welcome back, Dr. Reed. Would you like to take communion with me now?
Sean, are you eating raw flesh?
It is the sacred flesh of the mortal lamb. Our Lord's bountiful transmutation for the sustenance of his believers. Thank you, Lord. I am your most humble servant.
So, true to your word, you waited for my return.
I told you, Dr. Reed, I was a man to be trusted. Did you have words with the poor Harriet?
You make no distinction between the living and the skulls, do you?
We are God's children, Dr. Reed. One and all. And he's determined to save us.
What will be the result if you continue to assist both skulls and the living?
For the last decade, that's what's been happening. And they found a better life. What's to change?
You've turned Skal now.
We are all sinners, awaiting...
You're forgetting the...
Oh, these are...
Does this place belong...
This warehouse...
The door's
not at all.
So you have...
As long as...
Harriet.
That's...
Who is this?
I don't know, Doctor. She...
Harriet is possessed by her...
She has joined her own kind, Doctor.
I believe I've learned all I need to know. I'm certain you've killed no one, but one day, I believe you'll cross the line.
Logic is a false prophet. Faith is the only path to salvation.
What do you mean?
We have been blessed with God's eternity. We are the instruments of his divine will. We shall feed the hungry forever and ever. Amen.
I will strive to emulate your merciful nature, Sean, but it's a difficult pledge to make.
Give yourself over to God, Doctor. Expel your urges and kneel before the Lord in praise.
These urges... You know the hunger will never be satisfied.
I've come to embrace the everlasting craving. I have sworn to feed only upon the flesh of the dead. It is now my sacrament. Take, eat. This is my body. So saith the Lord.
My discoveries. Vampire blood would enhance your metabolism, perhaps even heal you. If what old Bridget says is true, I'll give you some of mine.
I'd rather not. It would be extremely awkward.
You have no choice, Sean. It's the only way to protect your chetl, those still amongst the living.
No, Dr. Reed. God made me this way. Who am I to disobey his will?
You believe that God's plan was for you to be abandoned at birth.
The Lord works in mysterious ways.
I can't imagine God intended for you to be molested by a priest in an orphanage. Drink, friend.
No!
I said kneel and drink. Now!
another corpse thrown in the streets. Someone's playing a very sick game. I know this brooch. This is my mother's. A birthday gift from father. "29 Pretty Orchard Street. That's near Poplar's district. Why would this man carry off my mother's brooch? I must go there.
Some of that!
29 Pretty Orchard Street. This is it. What's in there for me? There's been a fight here. Where does this blood trail lead?
Stay away! Kill it! Occasionally, you make a good point. We're being misled. Or worse, we're being baited by leeches playing a nasty game. That leech is fast!
marks on this woman's neck were... This is the very flower my mother tossed on Mary's coffin. Only a golden what? Her shoes and clothes are...
I see you.
Right then. It's a sick game. But given no choice in the matter, I might as well win it.
Jonathan.
What was that? I won't let you escape. You're very fast, but I'll catch you. They've all been butchered. I can still sense a presence. I have this thirst for blood.
Come to me.
Are you all right?
My name is Xiao.
I do apologize.
Yes, I am.
How do you feel?
I'm...
You realize you can't...
Why?
To be honest,
You sound like...
Let's just say,
Please accept my...
you should go home now.
No.
Are you on your own?
I have family.
You should not be, but...
Thank you for your...
Tell me how your husband...
Matthew died of the Spanish...
At this time, there...
The worst thing is not...
Did he hide his condition?
Matthew was a...
The Spanish flu,
You don't understand.
as harsh as this
I
sounds...
never said goodbye.
Have you
I heard that you...
The Spanish flu,
You don't...
as harsh as the...
I never...
Are you a doctor yourself?
No, I am...
I'm a physician.
Why tell me this?
No.
May I ask...
You could say she...
Thank you for...
Goodbye.
In the name of... You! What have you done?
Vicar Larrabee, what happened?
Demon! Hell scourge! Son of perdition!
Vicar! Vicar! Jonathan's no demon. He's just a soul. Returned from the dead. Like your Christ, Vicar.
Mary, is it really you?
Oh, it's me, all right. Precious brother.
What is Mother doing here?
I'm gathering the family for a final reunion. All smiling, all dead. Thanks to the good Dr. Reed.
Mary.
Mother, say hello to your son.
Hello, Jonathan.
Mother,
What do we have here, Mother? The prodigal son has lost his tongue. Our Jonathan always had the first and last word at dinner. The entertainer, the star of our show.
I'm sorry. Let me explain.
Shut up. It's my turn to do the talking. I have this nasty hole in my chest, Johnny. It needs to breathe.
Of course. You can speak.
My prayers went so long without an answer. My husband, killed in France. My child, carried away by the flu. My brother promising to return in his letters, then disappearing in thin air. I went from hospital to hospital. Cemetery to cemetery. Grave to grave. I've lifted every stone in London, searching for an end to the nightmare. And there you were. In front of me. On a dark pier.
The hunger had taken me.
The joy to have finally found you. I longed for your arms, a final happy ending to so much tragedy, to tell me all would be well again, as you did when we were children. It was this filthy dock where you greeted your sister. I dug a tunnel from my grave with my fingers and teeth.
Mary. I thought I had murdered you. I tried to end myself. We've been through the same horror.
We are a disease, Jonathan. A sickness that corrupts all it touches. All we kiss, and all we kill. Look at me. Admire your ilk.
I'm so sorry.
Apologies will not suffice. I demand reparation. I want a miracle. Are you a miracle worker, Dr. Reed? No? I'll show you mine then. The family Reed, reunited and complete, living forever in a red sea of eternal love. Time to go, Mother. Say hello to my son for
Mary,
me.
wait. I have made friends with vital knowledge. Vampires. We are not alone, Mary. With time, we can learn to live almost as we lived before.
How long?
What?
How long will this masquerade continue? I've been watching you. All these nights in Whitechapel pretending you're still a doctor. You believe you're just fighting a disease. But it's you, the disease. Jonathan, you!
I'm a scientist. I'll find a solution. Let our mother go, please.
You're always the one to sway me to reason, Jonathan. But before, your motivations were always pure. Now you're tainted.
Let her go! She has no part to play in this.
Very well. Have you heard our good doctor? You can go home, Mother. Go home and rest in peace.
Yes, I'll go home and rest.
It's so easy to make them obey or forget. Puppets for our pleasure. I've seen you have your fun.
You are mad.
So that's what I am, Doctor. Mad. I was beginning to wonder. I've been hearing these voices in my head. One in particular, that of my dead brother. This is the reason I must kill you. Not for your betrayal. Not for our poisonous kiss. Not even for the lies you tell yourself. No. It's so that smooth and wicked voice will stop ringing in my ear.
Mary. No, don't!
Time to die, brother. And this time for good.
Left me to rot!
You've burned away Nurse Crane's mind. You're a monster! Kiss me again. I'll make you kneel like a dog, just as you did to Sean Hampton! Assassin! Come to me, Jonathan. Well, brother, it's time to bring this conversation to an end. Forever.
You know I will not play this game.
Calm now, Doctor. Like a rabid dog. Or think you're performing an autopsy.
Don't be ridiculous.
I'll kill them all. The kind Dr. Swansea. The sweet little lass with hair of red. I am the Harbinger, bringing your punishment.
Mary.
Don't you see? This is not me. Flesh that never ages. All nightmare, no dream. Bring it to a close. Let me sleep.
I will find a cure, Mary. I swear it.
Then, at last, I can forgive you.
I shed one last red tear for my fallen sister, I realize the entire world now revolves around this singular word. The epidemic that has stricken London is not the Spanish flu. It is transmitted through the blood, via violent biting, turning survivors into frenzied immortals. I am Dr. Jonathan Reed. I am a vampire, born anew into an age of death and pestilence. While plotting factions close in around me, I am sworn to find the source of this epidemic. I am convinced greater perils are still to come. I know the answers I seek are hiding in our blood. The flower's dying. It needs water.
You